doesn't put down the family name. It doesn't hurt you in the long run, right? Because remember, whatever you put on the internet now may hurt you 5 years, 10 years from now, right?
Yeah,
so
it could.
you gotta think ahead, right? So as long as they're doing something on the site, and if they're contributing to the household, if they're saying, "Here, mom, I made this amount of money from doing my social media thing. Here's $500." It's kind of hard for me to turn that down. If they're giving it to me, right?
Yeah.
If they're giving it to me to help, I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah.
$1,000 kind of helps. You know what I mean?
All I'm saying is own it. Whatever you're doing, just own what you're doing.
Yeah.
Be able to back up or explain whatever it is, and go about your business. And not everyone's gonna be happy with what you do. It doesn't matter what you could do. You could be you have the nicest job in the world, and people are gonna criticize you about it for something. So as long as you own what you're doing, do it. If you can step up and be fine with it, that's fine. I'm not gonna disown you. All that disown your child, and I don't care what it is you do. I'm not gonna disown you.
Yeah.
Right? I can't do that. I created you, and maybe part of what it is you are could be because of me. I don't know.
You guys think I'm lying? I'm telling you, this guy has an OnlyFans account. I'm not capping.
Soon. When this blows up, I just don't know what I'm gonna do on there yet.
DJ Stroyo.
Not DJ naked.
TJ, you subscribing to that?
I hope not. I hope you don't.
Jen, that's all you. That's all you.
Send people. Send people.
That's all you.
Send people.
All right. You got any topics? You want me to end this one off with one?
Let me see what I got. Thanks, guys. No, we don't need this one. I don't need to share this
I'm gonna list off the last one.
one. Let me see if I had one. I think I had something in. Did I have something? Oh, maybe. Hold on. Let me see.
How are we doing there, TJ?
Go with yours. We'll go with yours, and then I can pop one off as a random also. So these are random, right? Is the random?
Random, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I can random after.
All right, so we got a random question out there. All right.
This is
what's the abbreviation? What would you do? W.A.W.G.
Yeah. What would you do?
What would you do? Your girl is getting the crap beat out of her by a next girl bigger than her and also bigger than you. Do you step in and save her and throw hands with this bigger girl just to save your girl? Or do you run and call for help? So, in no way, shape, or form are we promoting any type of violence towards the opposite sex as it pertains to
self-defense right now in this moment. That's what it ends up being. We're in self-defense mode.
We're not promoting any physical violence, period. Whether it be man versus female, female versus man. Especially if it's a male versus a female, right? Wrong, no. But in this particular situation, if you have like some 400, 500 pound gorilla beating up on your 100 pound soaking wet girlfriend, that's boom, 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 boom. She's almost on life support, right? Do you step in and do you beat up on the girl, the bigger girl? Or do you just try to separate them as best as you can? Or try to get some help? What do you do?
Okay, so the scenario now is
male versus a female.
She's on top. No. She's rushed my significant other.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they're in a fight now. Okay, are we doing this from the beginning? Or is this already, we're just hopping half? You want my answer from in the middle of the fight? No, I'm saying, do you want my answer is am I seeing this from the beginning, or I pop up on the scene? I see it from start. That's what.
Okay. So you're seeing. How about? I'll make it even sweeter, right? So you're seeing something that's about to go down. You see this 500-pound gorilla approaching your 100-pound girlfriend. She's taking off gloves. She's taking off weave. She's taking off shoes. See what's that? Fresh Prince. She's taking off the fingernails. Yeah. And she's coming straight towards you and your girl. But
babe, you know her?
Yeah, I do know her. You got my back?
Why is she coming towards us?
Because she has beef with me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So she's coming.
Do you think you can take her?
Well, you're here, right?
Why are you still standing here? Why have you not turned around and ran yet? Why are we standing here?
Well, listen, I grew up in Rex, keeping an ad. I don't want from nobody. Right? She's coming towards me. She wants a problem.
I grew up in Maple. I don't fight.
I don't give a crap. You know what I mean? She's coming towards moi, right? She's coming towards me. I'm gonna throw some balls. No, I may lose.
Ready?
I may lose.
What we doing? What we
right?
doing?
But I'm defending my ground. I'm standing on 2 feet strong. You know what I'm saying? So she's coming towards me. I'm ready to fight. I'm down on the ground. Right?
Because she just walks up, she ignores me, and just goes straight for you.
Yeah, she ain't gonna fight you. Her beef is with the girl. Her beef is with the girl. Right? She'll see boom, 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 boom. You as a male, do you jump in?
I gotta shove her off. I gotta give her a good push right off of her.
Okay,
and then I pick my girl up.
A shove ain't working with this.
Yeah, it will.
Shove ain't working.
Yeah, it will.
Shove ain't working.
Yeah, it will. You can't tell me what's gonna not work.
Maybe a chicken burger like in front of
No.
your face. Shove ain't working.
No. A shove will work.
Okay, let's say the shove don't work. Like you're shoving her.
No, when I say a shove, I don't mean I'm doing this.
Yeah, and to you, she's going like this.
Lying back. Boom. I'm giving you a spear off of her. I gotta spear her off.
Okay, so you are approaching her strong.
Yeah. You're getting dealt with. I don't see. I don't
discriminate.
I don't see your what is it? Your
gender?
sex. Yeah, your gender.
Okay. You got the phones rolling. You got people out with their phones. It's like, yo, this guy's beating a girl.
But again, I didn't say I was beating on her. I did not say. You see, you trying to get me arrested. You trying to get me in trouble.
TJ,
I said.
Did you just see the descriptive of him spearheading a female?
Is that beating up? I said I will push, and then this guy said, "Oh well, no, you can't push." So okay, I might have to shove her a little harder. So yeah, I will spear her off, or I will get a little head start and just knock her off. I didn't say I was gonna stand here and beat up on her now. No. I'm gonna knock her off.
Okay.
Get her off my woman. I'm gonna pick my woman up and get the fuck out of there. We gone. We leaving.
Okay. So
I don't need to beat up. I don't need to beat up. She didn't attack me, right?
Okay, cool. Let me rephrase
now,
that. Let me rephrase that.
No. Now.
Let me rephrase it.
All right. Go ahead.
You're not beating her up, but you're throwing some balls.
I'm not throwing balls if I don't need. My whole thing is getting her off of her.
Okay.
Once I get her off, then I tend to my woman. Now, if Big Ting now wants to come and attack me, now I will defend myself. I'm not gonna go over I will defend and do what I need to defend myself.
What if your girl doesn't help?
She can't help me. She just got beat up. You're not expecting her to help.
I mean, you just helped her.
Yes, but she's not in a position to help me. So you're making it worse.
But she's some Alvin and Kipling.
But she can't help me.
But she's from Rexdale.
That doesn't mean nothing where you're from.
We even protect who you are.
Yeah.
You just protected her.
Okay.
She's gonna watch you get beat up.
But she can't help. So you're hurt.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna do what? Try to come and do what? Now you come and stumble and fall on me now. Or you stumble and ruin it for me because I was in a good position, but now you try to help and now you made it worse.
So you don't want your girl involved. You want to take this one?
You just got beat up. Recover a little bit. You can't. Your helping isn't gonna help.
Go take a timeout.
Timeout. Recover a little, or find something you can throw at them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you want to contribute, do it in that way. A weapon or something, sure. But like I said, I will knock her off, take my girl, and we'll leave. That would be the ideal scenario.
Okay.
But for social media, for ratings, for viralness, right now, if she were to attack me after because I knocked her off, and she's feeling away, she's amped, and she comes at me, then I will defend myself.
What you mean by defend yourself, brother?
Exactly what I just said. I will defend myself.
Yeah, speak what you want to say. I'm gonna speak what I want to say.
If she
She's
comes from
500 pounds, bro.
She's
bigger than you.
Okay, but think about that though. If I do knock her off of thing, she's not doing it. You said she's 500 pounds. She's gonna be on her back like this. She can't roll over now. She can't get help. So she's done.
Okay.
Game done. We're over. Right? It's over. You just said she's 500. She's not getting up that easy to attack me. But okay, let's just say.
I know you're running.
let's just say
I
she
know
can
you're
get
running
up.
away from what you want to do.
Let's just say
Just
she
say what
gets
you're gonna
up
do. Yes.
and attacks me.
Yes.
She comes from behind and does one of these to me.
Yes.
Yeah, something's getting. I'm throwing. I don't see. Eyes closed. What the f is on me? What is this? What is this? What is this?
Okay.
I don't. And I'm doing it like that. Because if I get up.
You're just flailing.
Yes. Yes. Because if I get up, if she pulls me up and I get up and I do this and what? And I go like this, that means I'm of sound mind. I know what's in front of me and I'm personally going at you. But if you just something just attacks me from behind after I'm saving someone and someone grabs me, shit, what is that? What is that? And somehow I happen to elbow, it's not my fault.
Not my fault.
I didn't attack, I'm self-defense. That is what I will do. What I need to do to get out of that situation. That's it.
Okay.
I will protect. So basically it's a shove, pick up, and go. Okay. I'm not fighting.
You're not fighting. Okay.
I'm not. If I don't need to, let me not say I'm not fighting. If I can avoid it, I will. Just because, like you said, at the end of the day, it's a woman. To a certain point, man or woman, after a certain point, it's not self-defense anymore. Then you're just beating the crap about to kill someone. Yeah. Right? So that's why I don't want to get into the mode of, let me square up to fight someone. Because you will, like, especially if it's someone, like, being serious now, like, if you see someone, like, as your woman, like, you're going to clock out. You're going to want to damage that person that's in front of you, right? And in the moment, that's cool and good, but the way life is, it's not about in the moment. They all look at after and they'd be like, well, it's a woman. At the end of the day, it's still a woman and this and that. And okay, after a point, you didn't have to, it wasn't self-defense at a certain point, right? Like, she grabs you, turn around and you just punch, okay? Cool, that's yourself. But now, I come towards you now, and now boom, hit you again, boom, hit you again, boom. And now
it's no longer.
Now we're not in self-defense mode. And now what was the point in that? Now you're not with your woman no more, or whatever. You might get blocked up. You're just causing more trouble for no reason. Yeah. But no, I'm not gonna stand there and just watch them get beat up like others may pull out my phone and no.
You're not wasting time by calling for help. You're getting actively involved.
As I'm doing it, I may yell out, someone call for help or something like that. Yeah.
As you're getting beat up for fire.
If I'm getting, no. If she's getting beat up, I'm going to rush and be like, help. No. I'll be like, boom, yo, someone call someone. And then, do what I got to do or something like, within the aspect. But I don't know if I'm going to stand there and go, 911, hey, my girl's getting beat up by some gorilla-looking woman. Yeah, can you get here as quick as you can? Yeah, no. Nah.
I don't think 911, they'll be like, what are you doing?
All right. What is you going to do, son?
What am I going to do? So jokes aside, I'm going to approach this very seriously. You guys can laugh if you want, but I'll approach it in a real life situation. So if my girl, wife, daughter, whoever the case may be, is getting extremely manhandled by a substantially bigger person, and they're close to friggin' getting knocked out unconscious or they're bleeding and death is knocking at that door, I'm seeing them as if, and this is the 500-pound gorilla.
Fly kick.
I'm seeing them as almost as a loaded weapon.
Okay, definitely. Yeah.
That's how I'm approaching it. Now you guys may disagree, you may disagree.
No.
But if I'm literally seeing a loved one getting beat up, I'm sorry to say it, but I look at it like it's a gun or it's a knife and they're close to dying. So I'm doing whatever I can do in my power to save my loved ones.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to use this as an example because I know it's far-fetched, but in the state of Florida, and I'm pretty sure in other states, they have the whole stand your ground law. Right? Yeah. And stand your ground law is if you feel threatened in any shape, way, or form, or, and I'm pretty sure on this, I'm 99% sure, if one of your loved ones are being threatened in any shape, way, or form, I believe you have the authority and the right to save that said person, right? Whether it be by, again, I'm speaking about Florida, if you have a gun, whatever the case may be, you have a right to protect your property and yourself and your loved ones. So if I'm seeing my loved one getting beat to a pulp, and they're close to dying, yes, I am throwing bowls. I am
Right.
doing whatever it takes to save my loved ones. At that point in time, male, female, donkey, dog, skunk, whatever you are, I'm doing whatever I can to take you off my loved one from dying or getting knocked out unconscious, right? That's my responsibility. Now,
I agree with you.
it doesn't take away the fact that you do not lay your hands on a member of the opposite sex, right? You just don't, right? Now, I align with you saying, like, if you're beating up on this 500-pound girl, like, boom, 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 and they got a tooth knocked out and they're now getting beat up by you, and effectively what you're doing isn't working, and you're just beating up on that person, then yeah, you can be seen as being the aggressor just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Right? But if it's to the point where you're doing whatever it takes to stop the fight, and you don't have a gun on you, you're not shooting the 500-pound gorilla. You're just using your body to finish the situation or stop the situation.
Yeah.
I see it, me personally, I don't see a problem with me throwing bowls
No.
with somebody of the opposite sex if it means saving the life of my loved ones.
I know. I'll
That's
give
what
you
I
that. No, I will give you that.
Yeah.
Like I said, if it comes to that, then yes, if I need to get to that point, like, yeah, if I run into a scene and I see the person on top and they're going with, yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to even bother to see if it's a male or female. I might come in with a kick straight to the head or something just to get them off, right? Then worry about that. Different. I'm just saying, first, like, I'm gonna try and knock them off of them. Like, I know it's a woman in front of, two women fighting. Like, I know it is a female. I may avoid that, like the punching and all that if I can. But like you said, if there's someone that's super big, or depending on the position, however my significant other is in, right? If the person's on top of them, whatever, yeah, I'm coming on, I'm knocking them off, right? I'm not gonna come up and like try and just punch them in the face. I guess I could. In that essence, it doesn't matter if that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. I'm just saying, like, my whole priority is just getting them off.
Yeah.
Once I get them off, then I'm tending to her. This is what I'm saying. Like, if I knock them off and now I get on top of them and I start wailing away, later on it's someone, someone might look at it and be like, well, they were trying to kill this person too now. Like, they're beating up on them. They knocked them off. Why are they still going away on them? Because nowadays it's always the second person that's getting in trouble. It's not the initiator.
True.
It's always the person that comes in second, and that's what everyone sees. And now, they're the person that's in trouble. But yeah, my whole initial is just to get them off. Once they're off, I'm tending to my woman. Now, if that person wants to try and attack me again, then now it's different. Now you're coming at me, you're trying to fight me, knowing what the business. Yeah, I'm not caring about.
You're blacking out.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not a concern of you being a man, a woman, black, white, purple, green, gray, whatever. Body bag is all I see. That's what you are now, is a body bag to me. Done, because now you're just making more for no reason. So as my concern is to get them off. Once I get them off, concern to them, if we can leave the scene, we're getting out of there. Like, let's just go. But yeah, if you have to defend and it comes down to it and you need to get physical, yeah, get physical. This is not a man-woman at a certain point, it's not just man-woman. And a lot of women know that and will take that, knowing there's men around or whatever, and egg them on to do something. So that's a whole different story.
Can I throw in another little wedge there?
Well, that's what we do over here.
All right, cool.
Throw wedges and shit.
Cool. Your best friend, right, is getting beat up. No, your best friend is a male, right? They're getting beat up by a. I'll rephrase that.
You're gonna say a woman?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something else, but we'll rephrase it. All right. Cool. So your best friend is getting beat up by a woman, like pummeled. Do you help?
I try and break up the situation.
Your best friend is a male.
Yeah, I
right?
see. I'm not looking at that because I know the whole thing is, oh, it's a male. No, but again, I don't know the situation. I don't know
So
what.
we obviously changed sexes here, right?
Yeah. So you're fighting now, or I come to the place. I come to your place. I hear a commotion.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You guys are fighting. I come around the corner now, and I see her all upon you.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna pull her off of him and try and separate them. One, because on my head I'm thinking he doesn't want to hit her. That's why she's be able to beat him down because he doesn't want to put his hands on her because he knows the moment he does, she's right there. She's the victim. She ends up being the victim. Doesn't matter what day she's been beating on you this whole time. You probably end up being looking like the bad guy. So he's trying to stay. He's defending. If I see him doing this, he's defending himself. I'm grabbing her off of him. That's it. I'm not making him feel bad. I'm not gonna stand there and just be like, "Well, deal with that, bro. Like, that's your girl, man. Fight back. What are you gonna say? What are you really gonna tell him to do? If you stand there and do nothing, I get it. You don't want to be involved, but that's if it's verbal. When it gets physical, being involved doesn't mean you have to grab. You're trying to separate the two so it doesn't get worse for either party in the situation.
Yeah.
Right? That means get them separated. Once you get them separated, then I guess you go with whatever's going on there, right? Like you got to deal with however the situation goes. But my concern is I'm trying to separate the two. This is not let me put him down and make him feel bad because his woman is beating up on him. Even if she is beating up on him and punching him, and he's not. I know he's not fighting back because he's not trying to get in that situation.
Right.
Right. Now, if he grips her up now and holds her up against the wall, I
Then
might watch.
Okay.
Because again,
So why is that different?
she's beat because
So you just made a.
if I see he's not going one again, this is no. Okay, I'll give you the scenario. He's not do the one where he's not doing anything.
Okay.
You know your brethren. This is your best friend, so you know your brethren. You know how you guys have talked. You know what he would do in a situation like this with his woman, right? You know he's not those guys that will get aggressive. He will take as much as he can, whatever it is, right? But okay, this is not the first time it's happened. Beating up, okay, as you're saying, she's beating up on him. I will say, and I see he's not going to defend himself or do anything to stop her. I will get in there and try and separate the two.
Okay.
Now, she's beating up on him. He's taking it.
Until?
Right? He's taking it, and now he grabs her.
That's right.
Aggressive. I'll say he aggressively grabs her shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to say the throat thing right now.
All right, cool.
Okay, because that's teetering.
Yeah.
Shoulders. He's able to grab her on the shoulders and pin her against the wall and hold her. I'm still there. I'm not gonna just back away. I'm still gonna be concerned. I'm gonna see how far he goes. I'm gonna have myself right there, but I'm gonna let it go because I know. Okay, he's not boxing her. He's just trying to stop her. Right? Stop her. And I'll still maybe get in there and try and separate the two, even on that. Right? He's holding her up. I'll come in and be like, all right, guys, okay, separate, and let that. I want them to work it out themselves. I just don't want it to escalate.
Got you.
Right? And you're asking what's the difference? The difference is, he's not defending himself. And I don't know how far she's going to go hitting him. Some woman, she may want him to hit back. That's the thing. And I don't want that to happen because that's a setup right there. You don't know that. So I don't want it to get to that position. I don't want it getting further than it is. Right? Whether me and her are cool or not.
Very good point that you made. Yep.
Whether me and her are cool or not, this is my guy.
Yeah.
And I don't want him getting into and clearly me and her are fine. We don't have no major issues. May not be best friends, but we're fine. We're cool. Like, I like you, whatever. So I don't want this getting any worse. Right? So my whole thing is, just separate the two and calm the situation down.
Smart.
I don't want to, I'm not going to make him feel bad and go, oh my God, you let your woman. That's insecurity to me. To me, guys that do that have been beat up by girls themselves, and they don't want to feel left out. So they're gonna rag on you about it because that happened. Like you should be getting beat up by girls because you're not gonna beat them back up.
Facts.
You're not fighting them back.
100%.
You know what I mean? For no reason.
100%.
That's your woman.
We need I don't know, I'm pretty sure there's a helpline out there, but this would be a perfect PSA moment. If you're in an abusive relationship, call 1-800 something. I don't know the number.
Find it,
We'll find it.
Dead serious.
Yeah, that's
We're being serious.
It doesn't matter if you're male or female. If you're in a relationship where your life is, I want to say in danger, but it's not safe.
You feel that you're in danger, yeah.
Physically, mentally, emotionally, reach out. I'm pretty sure there's lots of helplines out there. Reach out and don't take it, man, because you only have one life to live,
Yeah.
and you want to live it as long as you can, as happy as you can. So that's for that topic. Got anything else?
Do I got something for you?
All right, what do you got?
I got something random. I just want to pop up out there. I mean,
Anything.
it's just.
I like the ones where we don't discuss it prior. It just comes out or just discuss.
All right, I have a question that I've had on here. Do you think Canada could have its own version of Wild 'N Out?
Ooh, 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 ooh. Its own version of Wild 'N Out. Well,
I'm not talking about longevity.
I'm-
Just could we do one, even if it lasts a year? Could you think one could?
see. The thing is, we have these celebrities to do it. It's just what I don't know.
You don't even need celebrities though.
That's true, but it's just the regulations that we'd have to pass, right? Canada is very. We don't adopt the same things that pass in the States that would pass here, right? You can get away with a lot of stuff that they say on Wild 'N Out, south of the border, right?
What do you think they do that we couldn't get? I don't really see anything that what they put out on the show. Obviously, behind the scenes is different, but on the show, I haven't seen too much.
I mean, here's an example.
That couldn't fly here, but again, there probably is something.
Okay, here's another. I'll give you an example, right? I am a huge Big Brother fan.
Okay.
Right? I've watched every season from the States, from season 1 till, I don't know, I think it's season 26 now, 25, whatever it is.
Still going on?
Still going on. Now, there are certain things that happens on that show definitely cannot do on Canadian Big Brother, right?
Okay.
And I'm talking about using certain words, putting down certain people, and they do discipline them, right? But it's not to the extent where, some of them actually say stuff and they're still on the show. There's fights, there's stuff that happened on the American version that definitely don't happen on the Canadian version. Now, using your example, Wild 'N Out, right? I'm pretty sure there's words that are used. I don't watch the show every so often as much as you probably do, but
We could bleep those.
they can bleep them, but it's also the market, the people that you're reaching out to. Like, Canada doesn't have that same audience. Well, we have the same audience, but it's not as abundant as it is down there. But will it sell on Netflix though?
The only thing I'm saying with the censor part is that I understood what you're saying with the big brand stuff because that was cable, like cable TV, and they controlled everything. But now if you put it on a platform that doesn't care, I know HBO isn't Canadian, whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Like a platform that doesn't care about them type of things, and they'll allow it. If we were allowed to, same thing as the States. I get what you're saying, okay? Okay, so aside from that now, say that there wasn't a restriction like cable TV, like those type of things. It's on a network, any network, whether you're a Canadian or American. We'll just use Tubi. Okay? If Tubi were allowed to put on there, there's no restrictions, we don't care about the language, whatever it is, do it. Do you think we have the talent? We have the talent, but do you think we can sustain a Wild 'N Out? You think we can have? You think it could be successful over here? You think we can get one going?
See, that's the thing.
Not necessarily Nick Cannon, but we have someone that's like Nick Cannon that will be the host.
Yeah.
And then you got your teams or whatever. They don't have to be known celebrities. All those guys on there, I didn't know them, all of them, right off the hop. I knew some of them you knew ahead of time, yeah, because he had some stars in the beginning. But some you knew you got to know them through the show.
Yeah, I think the best way to answer that is I'll break it down to make it in more simpler forms. Population of the United States is what, 365 million? Or
Probably something crazy.
400
I don't
million?
even know what it
Some
is.
it's crazy amount, right?
Way more than us.
There's a good amount of people that they can attract to that show. Yes or no? Right?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Transfer that over now to the Canadian market. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now your keyword is if it would be sustainable, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a big as much of a market. Now there's a market here that would definitely watch that week after week after week, right?
Mm-hmm.
But is it a big enough market to sustain that show for season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, right?
Yeah.